Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to my How to Install Medieval Kingdoms 1220 PG mod. I have already done a video a few months back about this mod, on how to get it to work and all of that good stuff, but it has now gone obsolete because it was just not working anymore, and ever since you guys have flooded me with comments about how can we fix this, which there was nothing to do because it was all up to the mod leader. But I promised as soon as something changes I'm gonna get back on this mod and I'm gonna make a new guide on how to get it to work. So here we are. The mod is working again. Actually it has for about 3 weeks. I was just a slacker because of, heavy workload, so I just couldn't get the time to write a 10-minute video. And also you didn't lose much because in the beginning of the mod, when it actually came out 3 weeks back, only one faction was available. That applies for today that I'm writing the video, which is the 27th of the 7th month of 2019. If you're watching it in the future, there's probably gonna be even more factions available by compared to the ones that we have right now. So what you need to know beforehand about this mod is, of course, as I said, about the factions. Like when the mod came out, only one was available and 4 are being added each week, and that is because it's just a heavy workload. It takes time to create a new faction with all the complexity and different themes that they have and all that. For example, the first week the only faction that was available was the Kingdom of Jerusalem, and now as you can see here, all of these have been added and more will come in the future. Let's hope that the Byzantine Empire is gonna become really fast available, because I know that you want to play as the Byzantines, as do I. Other info that you need to know beforehand about this mod is these DLC requirements over here. If you don't have these DLC packs, the mod is not gonna work. So you need the Celts Culture Pack, the Empires of Sand Culture Pack, Slavic Nations Culture Pack, and Longbeards one. So yeah, all these 4 are required no matter what. Over here there's the channel of the original creator, Art Studio. There's also a group on Steam and a chat on Steam. If you are invested in this mod, I highly suggest that you subscribe and follow in all that, so you stay tuned for everything that's new. Also, he's working on other mods as well, on different Total War games, as you can tell by the image over here. If you just go to his channel, you're gonna see also what else he's doing. I can see one mod for Rome 2 over here and one for Napoleon. So yeah, feel free to check it out in general. And I think if you followed all that I said over here, that you have the DLC packs and also know what's up with the factions, I think you're ready. We are ready to just go through the details on how to install this. So let's start by following this link up here. This is gonna be in the description, so all you have to do is just go down below, copy that and paste it on your browser, which is gonna take you in this page. For some reason, if it's not working, if you're watching this months from now and I don't know, something has changed over here, feel free to just go over to the search and just search for PG 1220. To show you exactly, you just go here, you go, for example, browse the workshop, you just hit PG 1220, and you're gonna end up in this one right here. To make things easier though, you just click on one file and you go to the complete list, which is located here, which is gonna make things a lot easier. And yeah, so you come over here, and what you need to do is obviously scroll all the way down and subscribe to every and each one of these packs over here, except the Russian one, unless of course you're Russian, then feel free to go ahead. But yeah, just skip the Russian one because it's just additional space and you don't need it. So this is gonna take quite some time. I think 20 minutes depending on your speed. If you have a really crappy speed, it's gonna take a lot more time, so just be patient, it will download. Yeah, click all of this, and as soon as you do that, as soon as you subscribe, you're gonna see that it's gonna start downloading over here. There's gonna be a new tab over here, which is gonna be manage downloads, so you can real time take it out, and that is it. Alright, go back to the link. Where was it? Oh damn, here, there we go. Alright, so as soon as this is done, the next step is to go and download these two data packs over here, these data, let's just call them data 1, data 2. I'm gonna have the links in my description. You can just straight follow that instead of browsing over here, but you're gonna be here anyways to subscribe to the other packets over here. So yeah, just go on this one, you just click to open it. It's gonna take you to an external site, so you need to authorize that. Let me just bring that right here. Now that is not something that you need to worry about. It says that something went with the preview because the file is just too big, so it can't show you a preview. You just hit here download or whatever appears on your language, and download no matter what. It's 7.4 gigabytes, so it will take some time. It's gonna take a lot more time than the packs that you subscribe to. Obviously I have it download, so I'm just gonna cancel that, and yeah, that was it. So what you need to do now is just go back here. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. And you go ahead and download data 2. The same procedure over here. It's gonna open up a window, a preview, a problem has happened with the preview. Don't worry, click download and download no matter what. This one is relatively smaller, 4.6 gigabytes. Just be patient and let it download. I highly suggest that you, if you have a slow speed, just leave it at night to do download. Anyway, I'm just gonna cancel that. As I said, I have it ready, and now we can go over to the next step, which is to pretty much overwrite the files. So let's close this one for the moment. Let me open up my computer here. Alright, so you open up your computer, and depending on where you have the game installed, there is where you need to go. For example, me, I have it on drive C. I have it on program files over here, then Steam apps, you go over to common and Total War Attila. You go into the data folder, and this is where we need to do our stuff. So you bring over, you bring over the two downloaded files, data 1, data 2, and if you try to open this, if you have a slow performance PC, it might take a while. Even the preview is gonna possibly lag your whole system. So yeah, instead of just double clicking, opening it and then dropping the files, just right click, hold, drag it and drop it in here by clicking extract here. The same is to be done for data 2, and as soon as it finishes, it will take some time. We're talking about big files over here, and yeah, just be patient and it's gonna finish. Now some of you are actually worried that it's gonna overwrite some files that you don't need to overwrite, you don't want to overwrite. This is not Windows XP. If two files are gonna merge by overwriting one on top of the other, it's a smart system, Windows 7 and Windows 10. I think on Windows 7 applies the same. It only overwrites the same files. If there's an extra file, it will just write it on the new on the folder you're directing it to, and the rest of the files will just stay intact. This is not XP. On Windows XP, if you just overwrited a campaign, for example, folder with literally nothing in it, it would just delete this campaign's folder and would just overwrite the empty one. Windows 10 do not work like that. You don't need to worry. It's only gonna change the files that need to change. It's a smart system. I'm only saying that just to be consistent, because on the previous video some guys were pretty reluctant about that, overwriting these folders. Okay, on the previous guide, some of the people raised the concern of having invisible units. If you're facing any problems with that, if you're going into the battle and you see faces, hands not appearing, just being invisible, only the clothes and armor are visible, then something went wrong with the overwrite. Probably a firewall, a Windows firewall, or for example my Avast over here for me. Something is interfering with the overwrite, and just a few files not being able to complete can easily mess everything up. Or if you're even more unlucky that like me, like I was, for example, I downloaded Third Day Total War for Medieval 2, and I was the only one that was crashing like crazy. Not even the mod leaders were able to help me, and in the end it proved that it was a corrupted download. So if you're facing any problems, first check any firewalls that everything is getting overwritten completely, and if it keeps persisting, just download the data packs again. And make sure that you don't do too much heavy work on the internet while they download. Trust me, it has happened to me, and yes, it can corrupt your files. It's a slim chance, but it can happen. So yeah, this is it. The next step we need to do is just as soon as it all finishes, close these two. No need for them anymore. You open up Steam, you open up the game. I do it like that. I always just right click and hit this one. You go to Mod Manager and you turn, ignore this one, this is a different mode, and you turn all of this on. Now in case you missed some of the packs here, just compare them to mine, and if you're missing something, just go back and make sure you subscribe to it. Now keep in mind that I was stupid enough and for some reason I accidentally downloaded the Russian pack. Please don't do that, don't be stupid like me. But the rest should be looking like this one. So you hit play, there's gonna be a notice that you're playing these modes, there might be a problem, not compatible and all that. Whatever, you just ignore it by hitting play. And now we wait for the game to load up. Alright, let's cancel this one. And as you can see, 1220 has been successfully installed. So what you want is actually the custom battles. You can go over and check the factions one by one and the units, but most importantly we want the campaign map, which is the power and the glory. And as we can see, let me just turn off, oh sorry for that, I had some background music, and there's one from the game, so let's not mix it up together. So yeah, this is it. This is the campaign map. These are the factions available right now. We have Kingdom of France from the Western Europe, also Kingdom of Scotland, Kingdom of England, and the Holy Roman Empire. For Eastern Europe we have Grand Duchy of Lithuania, Kingdom of Hungary, and Kingdom of Poland. Order of Christ we have Kingdom of Jerusalem and Teutonic Order, as you can see over here. And Slavic principalities we have the Grand Duchy of Kiev, Novgorod Republic, and Galicia Volhynia. And that is all, but as I said, and as the mod leader has said, new factions will be added every week, and so far a lot has been added, and as I said, let's all pray that Byzantines are gonna be the next faction. If not Byzantines, until at least a Latin Empire, an Achaean Empire, you know, because it's somewhere around that era. It's actually 1204. That's when the crusade on Constantinople happened. So yeah, this is gonna be with Latin and Achaean Empire. Anyway, we are gonna launch one campaign in order to also for me, but for you to see that everything is working properly. We're gonna launch a battle in the campaign map, so we won't have any problems with invisible units and all that. Just to make sure that everything went correctly. Alright, and here we are, for example, the Holy Roman Empire being led by Frederick. As you can see, the campaign is working like charm. Updated models, updated cities, they actually do look medievalish, and yeah, all the cool stuff. Now let's go over and just completely random declare on war on somebody, so we can get a battle straight away. Just piss off. And let's load in. Okay, let's wait. Fog, just give me dry weather. There we go. And everything should be looking fine. And yes, as we come down, there's no invisible faces, invisible hands and all that. The troops look really amazing. A lot of work has gone into this ones, and also the infantry is looking sick as hell, also quite thematic. So yeah, if you have any problems, just make sure you turn off firewalls, antiviruses and all that, so the files are being overwritten completely and correctly. And if it still keeps persisting, I don't know, just re-download the mod, possibly a corrupted download. It's a slim chance, but it's still a chance. So that is it, guys. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comments. I will be happy to answer all of them. Just keep in mind that it might take some time, because I have a work as well, so I only answer comments when I get back from work, when I get my drink on my desk, when I sit on my chair and I'm just chilling off. That's when I respond to comments. With the pressure from work, even if I have the time, I'm still not gonna answer. So yeah, please share this for more people to see it, because it's actually worth it. This mod is really nice. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one, and feel free to subscribe, hit the notification button, feel free to like, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.